As-salaam wa-alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Year 6 of the 17 Verses podcast. I'm your host, Maher Haq. In this podcast, we take a small selection from the Quran every day and recite it to you in plain English, so you can get a small slice of God's Word while you go about your day. By averaging 17 verses per day, we're able to break the Quran down into manageable pieces and finish it in 1 year. If you enjoy the podcast, please help spread the word. Tell your friends and family, subscribe in iTunes or Stitcher or wherever you get your podcasts, and write us a review. Show notes and a text episode can be found at 17verses.com. That's the numbers 17verses.com. Today's selection concludes Surah 54, Al-Qamar, or the Moon, verses 41 through 55. These verses repeat the theme of the previous two sections of this surah. This time it was the people of the Pharaoh of Egypt who were punished for disbelieving in God's warnings. Now the question is asked of us, will we not heed God's admonitions? Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. My warnings also came to the people of the Pharaoh. They disbelieved all our signs. Consequently, we seized them with a seizure of the mighty and powerful. O Quraysh, are your unbelievers better than they were? Or have you been granted an immunity in the sacred books? Or do they say, acting together we can defend ourselves? Soon will their multitude be routed and put to flight. Nay, the hour of judgment is the time promised to deal with them. That hour will be the most grievous and bitter. Yet surely the wicked people persist in error and madness. On that day when they will be dragged into the fire with their faces downward, we shall say, feel the touch of hell. Surely we have created everything in perfect ordainment or destiny and purpose. We command but once, and our will is done in the twinkling of an eye. O disbelievers, we have already destroyed many like you. Will you not take admonition? All that they do is being added to their record books. Every action, small and big, is being noted down. Surely the righteous will be in the midst of gardens and rivers, a place of true honor, in the presence of the Almighty Sovereign. Ameen. This concludes today's episode of the 17 Verses podcast. I hope that this selection helps increase your understanding of the Holy Quran just a little bit. If you like the podcast, you can subscribe in iTunes or Stitcher and write us a review. Or you can grab the RSS feed and put it into your own podcast app. The show notes, including a text version of this episode, can be found by going to 17verses.com. That's the numbers 17verses.com. Thank you, and be well.